watch the Grammys? Because I didn't. I knew it was going to be a Democrat fest of nothing but whining, lying, scheming, bearing false witness, just lying. I knew that's all it was going to be, and a bunch of TDS Trump bashing, a bunch of rich, wealthy, not so much wealthy, okay, because the money that these celebrities have, it don't belong to them. In the contract, it don't belong to them. It really belongs to the establishment, and they're really living on borrowed money. But that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time. But we can see that they have to march to the tune of Baal, baby. They have to march to the tune of Baal, their God. If they don't, that's what's happening to them. You can see who is lockstep with Satan. Anyone who does not want to protect their borders, protect children, protect women, and protect moral values in their country, they work for Satan. The Grammys was full of Satan worshipers. This is all my opinion, but that's why I don't mess with it. Listen, the Bible said be in the world, but not of it. That is full Babylon up in there, honey. And we all know what God's going to do to Babylon. So let the people talk, because they got to deal with God. They have got to deal with God.
Warriors, let's just talk about the fact that there's a lot of Satan worship. Hollywood, the music industry. Did Nicki Minaj just blow it wide open? Are we going to talk about this today on Chat With Me, Linda B. All right, warriors, you know what to do. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select the all notification bell, stick around to the very end. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Also, remember to support me in my family-friendly 1-hour political drama TV show called Liz Town. This is a dramatic series that I wrote and that I am the executive producer of and starring in. So click the link in the description box below. Click the link, view the trailer, give me your feedback, and also vote yes to get Liz Town greenlit today. Thank you guys so much. Wow, Nicki Minaj, the rapper, guys. You know that she's been magnified, so to speak, right? Magnified. And I've just been looking at Nicki Minaj like, wow. You know, I cannot name you not one Nicki Minaj song. I am not really a fan of her in her rap career, but I am in the place of, I find myself respecting her as far as what she has been doing lately over the past few months. She is a Trump supporter. She is actually speaking up for Christians. And if you notice, the people on the left have been coming after her, right? Everything about Hollywood, the music industry, the Democrat Party, the mainstream media at large, a lot of news outlets, entertainment industry, period, is anti-God. And a lot of y'all love some Beyonce and some Jay-Z, and you all don't want to even admit or even try to even think that you should not be listening to this music. Okay, it has a lot of satanic lyrics, but recently, Nicki Minaj came out and exposed some of the things that allegedly, and I'm going to say allegedly to everything in this video, that these people are doing to catapult their careers. Now, I've been hearing a long time about Beyonce, but let's just look at some tweets. All right, so here's a post from Nicki Minaj. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and do these horrible things to them as a form of sacrifice to their God, lowercase g. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. So right here, this is from another influencer, Dom Lecrae. They're going to try to get rid of or eliminate Nicki Minaj for lifting the veil. Not enough people are aware of what is going on and why it's happening now. None of this is random. Everything is a strategic chess move. Welcome back to the show. We are approaching the finale. Now, this is Dom Lecrae, and let's just listen to what he has to say right here.
They're going to try to kill Nicki Minaj. And I don't say that lightly. The things that she is exposing, they have spent billions to trillions of dollars to keep a secret. It's out there that these people are sacrificing babies. Yeah, it's out there that mainstream journalists can go out here and cover the stories. The veil has officially broken. What you believe is a conspiracy is no longer a conspiracy. Like what I just revealed with the Epstein files about how much they were talking about pizza. Do you guys think it's random that all this is coming back? Do you guys understand how strategic this is and how genius Nicki Minaj is as a person? Nicki Minaj was beefing with Jay-Z. She constantly has been beefing with Jay-Z. Jay-Z is holding her money, keeping her restricted, gatekeeping her, and using the elites of the industries against her. Nicki Minaj went out to expose Jay-Z's CEO of his label, Roc Nation, Desiree Perez. Nicki Minaj claims that she's evil, she's controlling the youth, that these people do the most unthinkable things. She was arrested for drug trafficking. President Trump pardoned her during his first term. Does anyone think it's random that just 4 or 5 weeks before Nicki Minaj was beefing with Desiree Perez, Jay-Z, saying that he's about to go down, saying this whole industry is about to go down, all this happened right after Diddy. But she sits right there with Donald Trump after going on this rant. Do y'all think it's random? Or do you think that Nicki Minaj was getting an update that she had the green light to be able to speak on these things? You got to understand. People kept saying, where are the Epstein files? Where are the Epstein files? Why they ain't coming out? Because things have to be prepared in a place, in a time for where people are ready for disclosure. And someone like Nicki Minaj is being used as an instrument to reveal the truths of this world to the masses. She is truly a warrior of light right now. And I don't think people are ready for what the hell is really coming and what's going on behind the scenes. I'm smiling because I'm getting excited thinking about what the hell am I living through right now. But the disclosure y'all looking for, the information that y'all want, it's being released now. And it's being dripped ever so beautifully to where you can digest it and comprehend it. It's being sent out by the people you trust, the people you listen to. Is you getting it from the Trump information, you're getting it from Nicki Minaj, you're getting those verifications by looking at how the way the Grammys is acting. You see Hollywood is acting as if they're on their last days. It's because they are. Get ready. Pay attention to what's going on. We are in the absolute final countdown. And I am so happy to witness it with the patriots that worked so hard to get this country to the point we did. Man, hat off to yourself. Be proud because we did this and it's about to be a bumpy ride.
Now we can see clearly that a lot is being exposed, warriors. A lot is coming to the light. The veil has been removed. People know what these people are doing. I don't watch the Grammys. I don't watch award shows. I don't watch a lot of the movies that are out right now because I absolutely firm-footed, flat-footed refuse to expose myself to a lot of the stuff that they do. And at the Grammys, they want to give a standing ovation to Don Lemon for interrupting a church service. If that doesn't tell you how diabolical these people are, and now I've heard for at least 15 years that Beyonce is satanic, and you can look at the lyrics, which I'll share with you in a moment, but make no mistake, these people are Babylon. Hollywood, the music industry, all of that, Babylon. And Babylon is very much something that is talked about in the Bible. And what it means is chaos, rebellion, defiance against God, the one true God. They defy him, and everything that they do, every movie, every song that they make, how they dress, how they think politically, what things they promote politically. This is defiance against God. And these people, allegedly, some have said, who have been reportedly worshiping the devil himself. Now, people who allow themselves to be exposed, to this music, to this sort of thing, to these movies, and keep digesting it, taking it in over time, little bit by little bit by little bit, they become indoctrinated and go along with it and even take up for it. I know someone in my family that I'm praying about right now. They go to concerts, they dress up, Beyonce concerts, let me be clear, going to these kinds of events. So I just want to say we got to be praying for Nicki Minaj because she is out here exposing. There are a lot of people exposing. This is the year of exposure. We thought the other years were the years of exposure. No, 2026, everything is just going to be out in the open. And what are they going to do? I want to share with you a little bit of what they did at the Grammys. If you're not familiar with what they did, Satanic on another level. So they're clapping for someone who took part in the agitation of a church, stormed in there. He was right there agreeing with what was done. Although some would argue maybe he was just there to cover the events of the day, Don Lemon, make no mistake, he was in full agreement with what they were doing and provided aid and comfort to these agitators.
John Legend, Billie Eilish, Phineas, Nicki Minaj is not here. She is not here.
There's another satanic couple right here, John Legend and Christy Teigen. If you look in the middle of your screen right by Trevor Noah, yeah, this is a room full of people. Full of people. I won't say every single person, but I would say a huge number of them are probably involved in the very things that Nicki Minaj is talking about.
She is still at the White House with Donald Trump discussing very important issues. Actually, Nicki, I have the biggest ass. I have it. Everybody's saying it, Nicki. I know they say it's you, but it's me. Wop, wop, wop. Look at it. Look at it, baby.
Baal worship. The god of Baal. This is who these people worship, right? Sacrificing of children. Have you guys heard about sacrificing of children? What about abortion? What is that? Would that be Moloch, that god, that evil god? And these gods don't really exist, okay? These are actual demons. These people allegedly are actually worshiping Satan. So let's be clear about the whole thing, okay? Everything about Hollywood is defiance, rebellion, and chaos. And what do you find when you look at the Democrat Party? You find hatred of God, hatred of the biblical definition of marriage, and you find lawlessness with all of this anti-ICE chaos in the streets. They're not protesting, they're agitating, they're disrupting, they are worshiping the God that they serve. This is Babylon. This is the worship of a false god called Baal. In Hollywood, the music industry, Nicki Minaj and others are laying it bare, exposing it. That is exactly what Cat Williams did when he went off on Club Shay Shay. That is exactly what Terrence Howard did on the PBD broadcast. Watch that. There is a lot of Satanism, even in politics. Our favorite celebrities engage in these rituals, these satanic rituals. And this is what they really think of her. Watch Billy Porter as he exposed how demonic he is. Here is Billy Porter giving his thoughts on Nicki Minaj's recent support of President Donald J. Trump.
We're on this topic because, Nicki Minaj has been trending, over her.
Her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And all of them.
Interesting that Billy Porter, a cross-dressing man, would say F her, and when people show you who they are, believe them. Well, he just showed us who he is. Is he possessed with a demon? Why was he hissing like that? F, and then the way he said it. The way he said it. Now, it's something, this is very intriguing to me. The fact that everything and everyone that goes against God also happens to go up against President Donald Trump. They go up against him. They go up against him in the worst of ways. These are anti-Trump, trashing Trump fest, Trump derangement syndrome parties. Okay, these people hate our president. And another thing about the left creates domestic terrorists. I'm going to have to do a video on that. The left, the political left, which uses celebrities, and they're very satanic, clearly, to promote domestic terrorism. Now, you got one thing with folks that came across the border under Biden and Kamala Harris, but you got another thing when you are prepping people and raising up people and indoctrinating people who are from the country, native to this land. We're American. Some people are American citizens that actually hate the country just as much, if not more, than those who come from other countries that actually belong to terrorist organizations. That is a problem, and I have to do a video on it. That is probably a bigger problem, because where are you going to send those people? To a camp to try and take out the demons? I mean, what in the world? But I wanted to let you guys know that this year is the year of exposure. And these celebrities out here, and I just showed you a clip of this influencer, Dom Lucre, Lucre. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, so forgive me for that, Dom, okay? But he is saying what they really want to do to Nicki Minaj. And let me tell you something else. The Clintons, I got to do a video on the Clintons, y'all. Y'all gonna have to catch me on my other platforms. Look at the description box below, because I can't do a lot of things here on this platform because I don't want to get in trouble, okay, or be banned or anything like that. But I am telling you, what she is saying is true. These people have sacrificed their souls for their earthly careers, and a lot of them die young. It's like, it'll be payback time. Beyonce and Jay-Z, I'm going to show you these lyrics to their songs, and this is wild. Now, here's a song. There's a song by Jay-Z called Devils, and it says, "Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? Secret society trying to keep their eye on me. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Dear God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die, I can't die, I can't die." This sounds like a person that is tormented in their soul, knowing full well what could possibly happen to them. It says, "This sugar honey iced tea is wicked on these mean streets. None of my friends speak. We're all trying to win. But then again, maybe it's for the best though, because when they're saying too much, you know, they're trying to get you touched. Whoever said illegal was the easy way out couldn't understand the mechanics and the workings of the underworld, granted." And I want to just skip down here and go down a little bit more. Let's see. It says, "My flesh, no, the N-word, could test my soul." He says his soul is possessed by devils in the form of diamonds, and Lexuses. The exorcist got me doing sticks like homie. Look at these words now. I can't be held accountable. Devils beating me down, boo. It says his soul is possessed by devils in the form of diamonds and Lexuses. Let me just let y'all think about that for a moment. These people have sold their souls, and it is in their music. You don't have to try and figure out whether Nicki Minaj is telling the truth or not. Look up the lyrics. Look up the lyrics to their songs. And also with Beyonce, she had a song about, and I'm just from this album or something called Lemonade. I don't follow her. And she said she took the pages of the Holy Book to use for her menstrual cycle. That's what she said. And I wanted to show you the nature of Baal worship, which is, of course, a false god, which, again, Nicki Minaj is saying that these people are involved in the most satanic of rituals. And Baal is what is believed to be the god that these celebrities are worshiping. Baal worship often involved rituals that were abhorrent to the God of Israel, including sacrifices, sometimes even human sacrifices, and licentious rites. The Israelites were repeatedly warned against adopting these practices, as seen in Deuteronomy 12:31, which states, "You must not worship the Lord your God in their way, because in worshiping their gods, they do all kinds of detestable things the Lord hates." And the consequences of Baal worship obviously are going to lead to severe consequences for the Israelites. And this is what the Israelites did in the Bible. They were worshiping false gods, and ultimately it separates us from God if we do not repent. Make no mistake, these people clearly are involved in some satanic stuff. It is in their music. It is in their lyrics. And Nicki Minaj is the face that God is using to expose all the evil. And I know some people are going to bring up her husband and her brother. Yeah, but that's still not her. God holds us accountable for what we do. We're not held accountable for, what other folks do. Yes. So, and I get that we got to be careful about who we hang around as well. I get that part. But as far as I know, Nicki Minaj herself, is not involved in any of the things her brother and her husband supposedly have been doing. Okay, and you can look that up on your own. But guys, what do you think about this? The exposure of the music industry, Hollywood, the things that they do to catapult their careers. We need to pray for Nicki Minaj. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select the all notification bell. You all be blessed. Remember, it is about God, family, and country. And as I always say, march on, warriors.